Fear. Isn't it life's paralysis? I must say a word about fear in this context and in this sacred, safe space. It is life's only truest opponent. Fear is what can defeat life. It is clever, adversary, and treacherous, and each of us know it well. What if we had nothing to fear but in fact fear itself? If love is the answer and truth is our medicine, then why do, as humans, we fear momentum so much? We fear success, judgment, and others so deeply. It is the glue, the weight, the armour that holds us back from living wildly awake. Nelson Mandala said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us." We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant? To be gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, a child of Source, the ultimate creation. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, just as our children do, all of us. We were born to manifest the glory that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people the permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. We know this, we feel this in our core, and yet often restriction or our addiction to suffering and to pain takes the driver's seat of our lives. It is a human condition we work through to test our courage and resilience, our strength, and equally our grace. I have come to believe our souls are fearless. It is our human self that is growing and learning through the experience of life to be beyond fear, to feel fear and choose love, knowing we are innately safe and when to know the difference. Fear is felt. It's in the body. Beyond belief, it feels, it breathes, and it manifests itself within our body as it integrates from mind to body, body to mind, over and over again. It can be debilitating, all life restricting. It is the drug that suppresses our dreams away. Afraid, scared, and fear are not all the same. We get to address that we feel afraid and to ask ourselves if this is a truth in any given moment. We get to be honest and say that we all get scared, and our body knows when we are, and we get to choose to listen and act accordingly. And then there is fear. Potentially when it is in the driver's seat, it is just that, a thought manifesting restriction in the body. We get to now, as we evolve, know the difference and make choices. As we realize the power we each hold within ourselves, we start to reap within us our own muse, our own guide, healer, and sage, to know that this body that we choose to breathe through in this life is our greatest asset, our greatest influence, and our greatest legacy. He or she need not dim or hide from fear of greatness. Our light, our birthright, is calling each of our names to live heart-guided, soul-minded, live awake, alive, creating beyond the limitations of our fears. I contemplate, can our human strengths of willingness and courage be in fact the medicine to transcend our fears and propel us into the envelope of ever-evolving love? I feel so. I feel it as a space to meet ourselves inspired. A sweet spot where trust is knowing in each moment we can and we will move through, as to more deeply understand that life wants us each to win in whatever that means for each of us. There is enough. We must choose to believe that we too are enough. Where fear enters our physical being, we get to ask it why, to be curious. Are we propelling ourselves into the dark trenches of pain and suffering? That pain and suffering that we have long known how to dance amongst? Or are we stuck, frozen in our mind in stories that are unserving, untrue, and that ultimately leave us with no real way of opening wider to fulfillment? Or is it an invitation to acknowledge our feelings, the ones that we bury underneath the fear, that are so deeply yearning for us to heal deeper, to transform greater, to open wider in our hearts to live our life? We must remember that in order to change in our worlds, we must begin to know that we are the bridge, meaning that change is created through us, in heart, mind, and body, not outside of us. It is within us, and it requires radical self-accountability. Attuning to embody the sacred activist within allows us to meet ourselves in power and purpose. To create a life beyond fear, attuning to our intuition as the ultimate guide. To call the fragments back time and time again where we have leaked out in unfulfilling experiences or in the dark nights of our dear soul's journey of heroism or growth. Remember, dear soul, you are not forgotten. You have not been overlooked or denied. So welcome your dance. Dance with your ebbs and your flows and create from your soul space. Close your eyes now. Take a deep, nourishing breath in. Center yourself here in your body in this moment. Breathe in your soul. Exhale your limitations. Breathe in love. Exhale fear. Breathe in truth. Exhale self-restrictions. Affirm to yourself that it is safe for you to be here, in your body, in this life. Allow yourself to rest in the infinite support of the oceans and galaxies of love and desire that call your name. When fear arises, may you be brave enough to welcome it like a storm, an energy in motion, guiding you towards more love, more truth, if you shall be brave and courageous enough to invite its invitation in and through you. Fear need not stay locked and held inside or carried on your back like a weight draining dear life from your veins. You see, now in this sweet space, in this closed-eyed meditation, in this 2020 moment, this statement I have written over and over again could not be more true. We often fear that the revolution required is too big, too large. Who are we to be a part of change that overwhelms us in fear, and are we too late? In this moment, breathe that out. Let it wash over your body and exhale it out through all of your cells. Feel the fear if it rises. This era is not a place for spiritual bypass. And I know that life is not covered in all unicorns and daisy fields. What I am asking and giving you permission within myself is that rather than sitting in fear, I invite you here in this contemplation with me to let it move through you, to speak with it, to hold your power even in the face of it, and let its energy move beyond you when you choose to love your fears and act accordingly with the courage it invites you to embrace. The storm that fear invites us into is asking our hearts to unleash their own storm, not from a place of drama, rather to free you from the past that has kept you worried and wired up. Let your soul infuse a sacred soul dance where the heart storms to open wider into the places it's hidden itself from. The storm will erupt. We see this now all around the world. And can we too, in the same moment when fear meets us, open to the sweet plan of the universe, to take notice and not neglect, to activate courage straight from our hearts so that we can be cleansed and renewed. This is your invitation to get laser clear. What is it that you are truly afraid of? Be bluntly raw and vulnerable with yourself. Write it all out. Then pop on your brave suit. Pop on your superhuman powers and rewrite those fears into possibilities and potentiality. Highlight which are true and which are holding you back from living your life as the art it is. When we live beyond fear, we let it be another opportunity for growth and possibility. From this place, we know our internal system is the access point and the energy converter. We remember that we are that powerful, and this is your reminder. Harvest your creative flow, your creative force, and channel it where it lights new ways into the unknown, into the untapped resources for a life filled by joy, play, creation, and love. Fear is a welcome transition. Meet it, embrace it. Change is inevitable. You get to choose if you are in the front or the back seat. The word transition means to go across, which is exactly what is happening when you choose to go beyond your fears and live soul-led awake. You continue to enter uncharted waters in your river stream. You let go of the rope. You free yourself from rope burn. You free yourself from holding too tight, and you surrender into the process of choosing love, going from one state to another. You know a lot. This I don't doubt. However, the universe knows more. Breathe in love and trust. Connect to that place where you meet yourself and the universe meets you. And then buckle in. Allow yourself to believe and receive. Life wants you to live wildly free, wide open, heart-guided, soul-minded, awake. Beyond your fears, you meet yourself within. It is here that inspiration leads to new ways and a new earth. Now go, create. Take a deep breath in. Allow your body to breathe all the way in from the top of your head to the very tips of your toes. Integrate and move beyond. Exhaling out. And on the next inhalation, I invite you to plant a seed of intention in the core of your heart. An intention to activate courage, to give yourself permission to shine, to grow, to transform, and become all that you know you are meant to be. Exhaling out. Until next time, much love.